The high school basketball season has reached its final destination. Legacy Arena, the BJCC in Birmingham, is where all the region champions are now at for the high school state championship. 2 wins away from a state title. Class 1A and 2A today, Spring Garden. We'll start with the girls. Class 1A taking on Lochapoka. They've been in this tournament now 4 times in a row, looking at a state championship game. Yet once again, Spring Garden's Neely Welsh with a 3-pointer there. Lochapoka coming right back. Caitlin Hill's 3-pointer is good. She finished with 12. Spring Garden up 19-14 at halftime. Garden held the Indians to just 19% shooting today. Tiana Rogers, you're seeing one of her 20 rebounds on the putback there. Spring Garden, a solid shooting performance from the outside. Peyton McGinnis finds Macy Reedy in the corner. She finished with 11. Rogers led all scorers with 17 along with those 20 rebounds. Spring Garden wins it big, 40-28, and they're headed back to the state championship game.
We worked real hard to get here. You know, we had a chip on our shoulder since that game from last year. And, you know, we did really good shooting the ball. Macy and Peyton did really good shooting the 3. Peyton did really good driving and, you know, getting boxing out. And, you know, I wouldn't have those rebounds if it wasn't for Peyton.
It's a great feeling to know that we're in the state championship game again because every game is hard. I mean, starting area till now, and to know that we only have one more and all this work that we've put in this season and from the last year was terrible. That really gave us motivation. So to know that we're back and we're getting a chance to redeem ourselves and come out on top this year is a good feeling.
It was a classic Final Four matchup. I mean, this is a tough environment. It's a very difficult game to win, and you saw 2 teams tonight. Neither team wanted to lose, and I thought both teams played really hard up to the horn sounded, and we weren't smooth, but you know, competition causes you to do that, and hopefully we can settle some nerves, and we're fortunate and blessed to be taking another step into a championship game, and you know, I got to credit these kids. This is what they want to do, and this is where they want to be.
So the Lady Panthers are back in the 1A state championship game for the 4th straight season. They'll play again on Thursday afternoon. They will take on Phillips, who knocked out Linden. Final score in that one, 75-46. So it's the #1 team against the #2 team. That's the way it should be for the Class 1A state championship. That is Thursday afternoon, 4 o'clock over at the BJCC. Up next, the 1A boys. Senior Deontay Wood taking on Sacred Heart in their 4th consecutive appearance here at the BJCC, looking to make a 4th straight championship. Cardinals facing Cornerstone. Here, Murdoch Simmons with the drive, 2 of his 14 points on the day. And then Simmons, not only can he score, but he can pass it. Watch this beautiful pass to Khalil Watkins on the bounce. Watkins finished with 14 points. And then Deontay Wood, a big jump shot here, covered in the corner. Big night for him. Cards up 31-19 at the half, but the 3rd quarter was a separation. Cardinals outscored the Eagles 27-13 in that frame. Victor Wilson, the 3-pointer there, he finished with 9. Cornerstone playing tough. John Stanford led them with 14 points, but the defending champions just too much. Deontay Wood, 25 points, 19 rebounds. Cardinals win it big, 76-60.
We just had to execute all our on offense and especially on defense. You know, coming to this game, it was big about defense. So we know we had to, as long as we play defense and execute our defense and get stops, we'll be able to come out with the win.
We knew from the start that we had to push the ball, get the ball up, because they like to press a lot, and that's where all our easy points came from, us pushing the ball and getting open threes and Deontay running the lane.
We challenged our team, you know, because we've been having some really low 3rd quarters, and for them to come out and respond like that in 3rd quarter, that really set the tone for our team and for the game. And we actually took over the game, you know what I mean? And I'm just proud of our boys, how they rallied together and how they're very focused on trying to win another state championship.
So they are all going back to the state championship. They will take on a familiar opponent, Georgiana. They played in the semifinals 2 years ago, in the championship last year. They'll meet again for the state championship. Georgiana over R.A. Hubbard, 80-58. So Sacred Heart, Georgiana, Thursday at 5:45, right after that Spring Garden girls game coming up Thursday over in Birmingham. Next up, Class 2A, the Sandrock girls back in this situation here for the first time in a very, very long time, 12 years. Last time they won a regional championship. And today they had a great game against Keith. Both teams came in unranked on the season or at the end of the year. But junior Kirby DeBoard and Savannah Blackwell, huge days for them. 20 points for DeBoard, 17 points for Blackwell. She also added 12 rebounds and 5 steals. Kylie Chestnut chipped in with 11 points, and Sandrock comes away with the win, 62-45. So our local teams 3 for 3 today. The Lady Wildcats go ahead and get the win. They will take on the number 1 team in the state, Sampson, who beat Phil Campbell 64-43. That 2A final, girls now set. Sandrock and Sampson at championship set for Friday, 9 o'clock at the BJCC. Meanwhile, in Class 2A boys action, St. Luke's Episcopal over Tanner 72-65. They will take on Lynette, who just beat Aliceville moments ago. Final score in that one, 75-64. Friday, 10:45 is when that state championship is.